Aquarius, this is your mid-month reading, for November 2018. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It can apply to family, friendships, love, work, career, what have you, okay? And of course, if this resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email. My email is below. We can kind of work that out. Other things to mention. Yes, I'm on Instant Go if you need an answer to a quick question. My weeklies are going up on Facebook and Instagram. And make sure you check out my playlist for my 2018 and 2019 Sun Moon readings. And also my compatibility readings. So let's see what's going on, Aquarius. I have changed the format a little bit. It feels better. It's been working for me. So we'll see how it goes. So Holy Spirit Angels, what do you see for Aquarius? November 2018, from November 15th until November 30th. Spirit, provide your truth, your wisdom, your knowledge, your insight in regards to what you see for Aquarius is November 15th to November 30th, 2018. Okay, can you please show me what Aquarius's what is their current situation, current environment? Current environment situation is the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, your challenges. Or challenge is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Can you please show me advice? And the way this is coming out, I will be flipping this horizontally because I felt it horizontally. Okay, Five of Cups, for those of you that wonder, always have questions about how I flip. It works for me. I've been doing it for years and years and years. Okay, and then you have the Sun card in the reverse. Okay. All right, guys, so we're starting off with the Two of Swords for like your general environment, your current environment, what's kind of going on around you. You guys have a decision to make, but you're really having a hard time deciding. It might be because you just have an influx of information coming in and you really can't kind of sort out everything and make a proper decision. Another thing that's problematic about the Two of Swords when it's reversed is you need to make a decision, but you kind of feel like no matter what you do, it's going to affect you negatively, or there's going to be backlash in either way. So you're not in a big rush or really excited to have to make the decision, because of swords, you know, you're going to be cut either way that you decide. So, I mean, you're just really stuck because usually for the Two of Swords in reverse, it's just not a decision you want to make at all. And it's based on just what I said. There's too much incoming. You can't sort it out, or you just know that you're going to be affected negatively no matter which way you decide. So you're just kind of like, just stuck. What am I going to do? And maybe hoping that, you know, time, you'll kind of pass out of it. Now, your challenge is this King of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, just right off the bat, you guys could be having problems with money in general. Anytime the Pentacles are in reverse, it's usually stress on finances, stress on money in some way. Or you could be dealing with an individual who is a workaholic. Sometimes the King of Pentacles is that way, or he's just really materialistic. He likes to hold on to his money. He could be fraudulent. He could be into gambling. He could be overspending. This is usually an older gentleman. So if it is a person that's affecting you or challenging you at this time, this is kind of how they would be. But I mean, if it's an energy, it's just a problem with finances, not being able to get a handle on them. Maybe you overspent, maybe you invested or gambled on something that you shouldn't have, and then it ended up not like working out for you. Also, this person usually doesn't have any follow through. They're not very solid. They're not very reliable. So any of that could be your challenges that are going on at this time, but I haven't pulled clarifiers yet, so we shall see. Okay. Your advice here is the Five of Cups. So, and it's in the advice. So what I'm kind of getting from this is to grieve, kind of get it all out, kind of feel the sorrow, embrace the sorrow. It might be from whatever's going on here with this King of Pentacles. It might be from whatever's going on that we talked about with the Two of Swords. But they're saying to you, the best thing for you is just get it out of your system. Because the Five of Cups is all about sorrow and grieving and, you know, financial setbacks too, okay? But I feel like since it's in the advice, they're just telling you to do whatever you have to do to kind of get this out of your system and deal with it. I mean, I see this guy, you know, he's had a little bit too much to drink and he's kind of leaned over the bar there. Obviously, I'm not recommending that you guys go out and get wasted or whatever. And you see the barmaid and she has this look of kind of, you know, sympathy on her. Like, she feels badly for him is what I'm kind of getting as she's bringing 2 cups to him. So, I mean, the advice they have here is go ahead, get all of that sorrow out of the way, roll with those emotions, you know, do what you have to do in that regard, but realize that there's something coming in for you with those 2 cups, okay? That there are other opportunities. Just because you lost the 3 cups doesn't mean that there aren't other cups coming in. Now, moving forward from this reading, we have the Sun cards. This is how you're going to move on after you've kind of seen this. Things aren't going to be as great as they were. Things aren't going to be as great as you were hoping they'd be with the Sun card, okay? There is something coming for you. It just isn't going to come to you for a while. And be prepared, because you might be a little down in the dumps. You might go through a little bit of a depression during this time, because something you were hoping for, or hoping that something would correct itself, didn't happen, and it's kind of out of your reach right now. So I would say to you, moving on from this reading, just, realize that and have the patience, and realize one thing. I think another thing for you guys, emotions are totally natural. You don't always have to feel badly because you're having an emotion. Sometimes we had to sink in our emotions, and we have to process them, and we have to feel them, and we have to go through them to get to the other side. I know with some of you Aquariuses, you like to keep it moving, maybe not kind of get caught up in them as much. But there's nothing wrong with that. It becomes problematic when you just stay in that zone for too long, and then it snowballs and then it manifests itself into other psychological things, okay? So it's okay to process the feelings, to get to the other side, but just don't stay in it for too long, okay? So can you please provide clarity on this 2 of Swords in reverse? Why is this 2 of Swords here in reverse for Aquarius for the period of November 15th to November 30th? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages, please, for the 2 of Swords in reverse for Aquarius person. Okay, you have big choices between November 15th and November 3rd. We have another choice card here. And with the 2 of Wands, it's a choice of 2 paths. Which path are you going to take? The one that's familiar or the one that has risk associated with it? And here with the 2 of Swords, you're feeling like there's negative consequences all around you no matter what you decide. So the 3 of Wands is here reversed, and the 3 of Wands talks about setbacks because you didn't think things out. You didn't think about details. Delays often is the 3 of Wands in reverse. Communication problems. So maybe kind of focus on that a little bit. It would help with this decision if you kind of have foresight. You look the details over. And I had a thought there regarding the 2 paths that you're choosing. But the 2 of Wands is also about waiting for results to come in. So you might want to wait on that. Okay, wait until results come in or information comes in. Even though it's too much information here, it could very well be that they're telling you to make sure you look over the details of the information that's coming in. Organize it. Get it in some kind of, use it so that you can strategize some kind of plan that's concise, okay? Ace of Pentacles to me in reverse is, you guys are kind of, some of you I feel like are really kind of fixating on an opportunity. I kind of see that there's this thing that you want to happen, this thing that you envision happening. And I feel like there's a lot of things muddling it from the A point to the B point. All right. So part of me would say, have a little patience in regards to that. Some of you might think this thing is coming to you at a certain time. You have it on a timeline. And I'm saying, don't be so sure of that timeline. Or some of you are expecting it to be grander than it's going to actually be. So I'm saying maybe cut back on those expectations you have. Basically, just don't put conditions on whatever it is you're deciding on. Because I feel like conditions are in place. And when you put conditions on something, expectations occur. Okay? And I feel like if you do that, you guys are setting yourself up for disappointment. And the Ace of Pentacles indicates money problems again. Gambling is coming up again. So I feel like somebody is not being responsible with money, is not using money responsibly. You or somebody you're dealing with, it could very well be this King of Pentacles over here. And it's affecting you in some way. And that might kind of feed into your decision about what you need to do these 2 weeks. Can you please provide clarification on this King of Pentacles? Why is this King of Pentacles here in reverse for Aquarius? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the King of Pentacles in reverse. in regards to their challenge. Who is this person? What is this energy? Person, personality. Okay, so the 8 of Wands. Could be very quick action. I'm getting from the 8 of Wands, frantic. Okay. So in regards to this King of Pentacles, I don't know if this is your financial situation. I don't know if it's this person you're dealing with. But the 8 of Wands, immediately I got things happening at a very frantic pace. Talking to a lot of people, emailing a lot of people, a lot of communications going on to figure out how are we going to make money happen is one of the things. How are we going to drum up revenue? How are we going to solve this problem? Okay. Very quickly going back and forth, trying to reach out to every outlet you can in order to alleviate this problem that's kind of going on. We have the 5 of Swords here. And the 5 of Swords is about, it can be somebody who, you know, wants to win, or they're trying to win. It could be associated with this King of Pentacles here. But I feel like there's a lot of people involved with this. I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people are owed money, or you're involving a lot of people in order to kind of solve whatever. There's more than one person involved. And this is very problematic. And you're talking to a lot of people. It could just be, it could very well be creditors. I'm feeling like a lot of creditors, bill collectors calling you, trying to get in touch with you. And they're, with the 5 of Swords, they're really trying to get their money from you. They want it at any cost. And you're having to deal with that and talk to a lot of them. Okay. And then we have this Knight of Cups kind of coming in. Now, I feel like this is something new that's going to come in. So this could be one of your solutions to this problem. The Knight of Cups could be bringing in a new project for you, new work, a new opportunity. It could be a person coming in to just help you with this situation, okay? But he's not somebody that's going to stick around. So it's somebody that might come in with a lot of emotions. I don't feel it's a romantic person. I feel like this person's coming in and saying, I feel what you're going through. I'm going to help you. And you have an emotional connection with this person, and they help you, but they're helping you for a short period of time. They're going to get you back to where you need to be. And it can be in regards to finances. Maybe they make you an offer of a temporary position. Or maybe, you know, they make you an offer, hey, I need help with this project. Do you want to help me with it? I really think you're suited for it. I need your creativity for this, and I'll pay you X amount. But I really feel like this Knight of Cups is coming in to kind of come in really quick, help you with your situation, just to get you back on your feet, and then kind of exit, okay? And I would embrace that offer when it comes in, because I feel nothing but good intentions about him. Okay, can you please provide clarification on this 5 of Cups? Why is the 5 of Cups here in the advice column for Aquarius? Who is this person? What is this energy? I also feel like with that 5 of Cups, they're letting you know you're going to go through a very difficult time. But with the 2 of Cups that she's bringing, they're letting you know that you will come out of it. Okay? So, I mean, realize that you have to go through the storm, right? To get to the other side of it. Is that what? I forget what it is. But yeah, you have to brave the storm to get to the other side. So, I know there's a saying. I can't think of what it is. You can post it up if you know what it is. Okay, 5 of Cups. Why is the 5 of Cups here for Aquarius? Who is this person? What's this energy? Please. 5 of Cups. So, person, personality, perspective. Okay, there's 2 cards being pulled out from this side. Okay, the Queen of Wands. You're going to go through a lot of negative emotions during this time. They're telling you to brace yourself for it, okay? We have your card, the Star card, in reversed also. So we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is about, they're letting you know, in these 2 weeks, you're going to go through a lot of negative emotions. Embrace them. Realize what they're there for. Okay, even when we have negative emotions, they're there for a reason. Okay, and I keep on saying and feeling it's to get you to the other side of this. Okay, because you guys, I mean, you guys are empathetic, but you're not the most emotional creatures in the world. And you know, you don't get like deep in the feels. So for this to kind of happen, it's a little bit out of your element. Okay, so I think they're guiding you to say, feel every feeling that's coursing through you and deal with it so that you can get to the other side of this. The Queen of Wands here is to indicate whatever you're kind of going through with this is making you feel, it's affecting your confidence. You're worried about what others are thinking about you. Something happened in regards to the financial situation. I don't know who this message is for, but when this did happen, it affected how you look to other people, okay? And you're internalizing this, and you're feeling like you failed. You're feeling like you fell from grace. You feel like people are judging you or looking down upon you because of that. So with this star card, along with the Seven of Wands, you guys feel like giving up. You're not the shining star that you once were. I feel like maybe people looked up to you, or you feel like people looked up to you, and now that you've gone through this, they're looking down at you. And this is really affecting your emotions, because we have the star card here, another card of being depressed, okay? So you guys are feeling very sad about what happened. The Seven of Wands in reverse tells me that you feel like you're being criticized by people, maybe being judged, feeling really overwhelmed because of what's going on. And really the advice is that know that this will turn around. I mean, it absolutely will. I always say, like, the worst thing about life is that it always changes, and the best thing about life is it always changes. It always evolves. It can't always stay in this state. Another analogy I have is when there's a child cry, because I'm a teacher, and when they like have a total meltdown or whatever, and I always say to the parent, I said, it can't always stay at a level 10. It's just impossible. Eventually, their energy is going to burn out, and it has to come down. If you just kind of wait it out, it'll happen. So no matter how bad something is or how bad it gets, the pendulum is eventually going to swing to the other side. And no matter what emotions you're going through, don't get caught up in them thinking that things are just going to get worse and worse, because eventually it bottoms out, and it has to go up. That's just how it is. So whatever you guys are going through, you really need to hold on to that message, I think, most of all out of this reading. Can you please try clarification on the Sun card? Why is the Sun card? And even with the Sun card, I feel like things are going to get better after this reading, but it's incrementally. I don't feel like it's an immediate thing. You're not going to pop right out of it. You're going to have some residual because of it. So, just be prepared for that, because the Sun card is a good card. It's one of the best cards. It says things are good, but they're not as good as they could be. Okay, or they're not as good right now as they're going to be. So there's just going to be a lot of patience required and a lot of hope required from you as you after you see this reading. Can you please provide clarification on the Sun card or reverse? Why the Sun card or reverse? Who is this person? What's this energy? And of course, if you're going through something like this, schedule a personal reading with me. It's just a matter of sending an email, and we can go ahead and set that up. Personal readings are very different from general readings. I'm reading for just you, not for thousands or hundreds or what have you. All right, so we do see the ending to this. All right, the ending to this cycle. I'm getting from the Ten of Swords here. This is going to end. This pain is going to end. You are going to go through a period where it is going to spiral for a while, okay? Again, the Nine of Pentacles is coming up here in reverse. Not again, but the nine. It's the same theme. You're having financial dependence. You're having a hard time kind of getting back on your feet. It's going to take you a while, okay? The Nine of Cups is here in reverse, and it's kind of what we talked about, okay? Unrealistic expectations come along with the Nine of Cups, setting the bar too high, thinking that things are going to happen sooner than they're going to happen, all right? For some of you, you might be overindulging, and that's what's causing your financial problems. Or there could be somebody who you're associated with, because the Nine of Cups can be somebody who is very materialistic, very selfish, and they could be affecting your finances and causing you to, not have the money that you should have. But know that it's going to end. This cycle is going to end. It's going to end. Remember what I said about rock bottom? The Ten of Swords is the rock bottom, the darkest point, but it is the end of the cycle. So you just have to get to this Ten of Swords for things to bounce back up. And the easiest way to do that, instead of fighting it, is sometimes just to fold into it and let it happen. Feel the emotions. Say, okay, this is going on right now. I get it. What is good in my life? Maybe I can go for a run. Maybe I can adopt a pet. Maybe I can, whatever you need to do to kind of like keep that light shining, then do that. But realize that don't get sucked into this gloom and doom thing, and because when it hits rock bottom, I'm telling you, it'll bounce off the floor and it'll go up. Okay, it's just a matter of patience on your part. All right. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. It's a little gloomy and doomy, but I mean, I really do think between the two cups that we talked about here and the Sun card here, there is something waiting for you after this reading. You're just gonna have to wait it out, and sometimes that just sucks, and that's just the nature of life. Okay. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upload this. Keep in mind, if you're having problems with this, consider a personal reading. Rates info, email, or below. If you need a quick answer, hit me up on InstantGo, the InstantGo app. Check out my weeklies on Facebook and Instagram, and then check out my playlist for my 2018, 2019 readings and my compatibility readings. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye, Aquariuses.